in this explosive first half. A second for... So there's a chance here for Barcelona to take the lead. Raphinha scores! 3-2! They turn the game on its head inside the first 40. Lewandowski into Raphinha, Raphinha into Olmo, and Olmo scores! And Barcelona right back in it. You're saying, Lauren, there's plenty of time. Well, there certainly is, and they only have one. Frenkie de Jong, that was late from Ceballos. Play continues. It goes out to Gerard Martin.
Martinez coming inside. That leaves Raphinha on the wing.
Against a hesitant Anton, Raphinha looks for Yamal. Is this another one? Yamal! Oh, it's simply sublime from Barcelona on the counter. Lewandowski won it to Raphinha.
Build up from the visitors as the ball comes in from the flank and it's picking out.
Bloqué par Raphinha.
Genius finishes by Lo Celso.
Finds Raphinha brilliantly. Raphinha away from Carrera. Carrera's done well to get back. Lamine Yamal with a cross. Raphinha's header makes it 3-3. The substitutes have really worked the trick, and no surprise when the substitutes' names. And he scores! Raphinha's won it for the league leaders, and he's done it oh so late.
Yamal with the cross for Raphinha, and Lewandowski makes it 2 minutes into the second half, and they're 3 stars.
Koundé forward to Raphinha. Raphinha tries to turn away from Mingueza. Across comes Billiot, still Raphinha.
First time pass to Lamine Yamal.
Atletico Madrid play on Monday night at home to Valladolid.
A little bit too much of that one to De Jong, and there Raphinha, first time pass.
Off and running, Dortmund are being tortured here. Lewandowski! And Gregor Kobel is keeping Borussia Dortmund in.
Brought on Lewandowski, who scored a simple goal. Raphinha it is now, he's got past now. Whoa! And goal kick.
Back to Raphinha. And Raphinha with the shot, and Torres has scored! Ferran Torres with a header. Well, I'm not sure if that was a cross or a shot. It doesn't matter if you're a Barca fan.
Get the feeling it might not end 2-1 tonight. And there, well, it's good to be good at predictions, isn't it? There is 2-2, and it's Pau Curbasi pops up at the far post, and Barcelona are level.
First touch of Raphinha. Neither defence has got any credit whatsoever.
Raphinha, de nuevo, vaya exhibición.
Month and a half. That's a great ball through to Ferran Torres. Torres, can he get Barca back into it? That's not a great finish.
Pelota larga de Ferran para que avance Raphinha. Raphinha en el área. Raphinha para liquidarlo. Raphinha. ¡No me lo puedo creer! ¡No me lo puedo creer! ¡No me lo puedo creer! ¡No!
Yamal skips past another player and goes for the shot. And this time it's Raphinha with a volley, and that's definitely a goal. And Raphinha makes it 4.
Well, more or less as expected, isn't it?
The reaction from Hansi Flick watching or taking a look.
War dann der eine Moment und Raphinhas sexto
el candado, ¿no? A la portería del equipo.
Mira Raphinha contra la barrera.
And Antonio Silva's getting it away. Will he be made to pay for that? Oh, he certainly will! It's a big mistake by the Benfica defender. And Raphinha gleefully dispatched it.
Yeah, that wind's blowing. Curls in, and that should be another. It is indeed 3-2 once again. lack of marking on the far
as well. Raphinha could make it 3 here, and this will be some goal. It is some goal. It is Barcelona 3, Valencia 0. Raphinha scores his 12th.
All of a sudden they become very hard to stop. Meanwhile, however, here's Raphinha clean through on goal. Can he make it 5? Raphinha makes it 5-1 to Football Club Barcelona. Unbelievable. Where is the Real Madrid defence?
Into Sandro. Dispossessed by
Raphinha. Over towards Gavi, it's
Sandro
not...
back to Viti, can he provide the cross for Mata in the 6-yard box? Raphinha slides in. Still very much playing as a back 5. Raphinha's robbed the ball from him. Balde with the cross. Ferran.
La pelota al espacio, la jugó rápidamente Raphinha. Puede llegar, Lamine Yamal, puede llegar. ¡Gol!
Perfecta la jugada, ¿eh?
Back to Raphinha. Ferran Torres, and again off the crossbar into the back of the net, just as we saw the first goal.
Atención al envío, balón al área, Raphinha con oportunidad.
Golazo.
Golpea con puño de acero el Fútbol Club Barcelona. El pase sensacional, creo que de Koundé desde su casa. Una diagonal perfecta al corazón del área y el remate.
The fans are calm. You know who's not calm and is seeming very eager. I'll come back after.
Lamine Yamal into
to Raphinha. Once again, it's Fede Valverde. Balde makes it 4-1 to Football Club Barcelona. Unbelievable stuff. Well, the referee was certainly right to add a little bit more time on.
Gives it back to Raphinha, who delivers delicately, attacked and turned in by Lewandowski. He opened the score.
4 up.
Raphinha. Fermin with the touch and Koundé with an opportunity. And he swings it wide of the far post. And you've got to say that's been...
Still Raphinha. Sets it back to Lamine Yamal. Oh dear, and that is it for most people here in Mestalla. There was a rank of people stood up after that went in. Poor old Stole Dimitrescu. I don't think he's had any blame.
4 clear goals, but neither stuck. Oh, here's an early opportunity for Raphinha, and what an opportunity against Manuel Neuer. 1-0. Less than a minute played. He's so hot at the moment, Raphinha. And Bayern Munich's high line is fractured immediately. And on his 100th...
Wreaking havoc down this right side. And that's a fabulous strike to make it 4.
Combining with Raphinha. Raphinha plays that one through the legs of Gallagher, but...
Raphinha. Keeper doesn't move. Well, he guesses the right way, but the power of a shot beats him. And Raphinha.
Koundé left it. Pedri. It's a big block. Raphinha rattles in the rebound.
To Lamine Yamal with the outside of his boot. He loves that cross, and it's a brilliant goal. It's helped in to the back of the net by Raphinha. Barcelona's number 11.
Catalans through and through. It's a nice build-up. Raphinha far post. Barcelona lead after 7 minutes. The flag stays down. Lewandowski, the goal scorer, extraordinaire. Poaches another.
La pelota con la pantalla de Cubarsí por delante. Hacia el balón. ¡Gol! Del Fútbol Club Barcelona.
Raphinha.
From set pieces, Barcelona also threatening open play though. Here's Lamine Yamal at the post, still not cleared. 2-0. Thank you very much. So Barca double their lead after a VAR check. And it was Ferran Torres once again.
Raphinha
the Brazilian, and it's headed home by Eric Garcia. Barcelona.
Esto es un problema, porque
ya va a tener pocas opciones. Raphinha para el segundo, Lewandowski, se le queda la pelota atrás.
Messi finding Raphinha away from Bade. Raphinha! Stunning goal.
Gol. Ahí lo tienes, ahí lo tienes.
Raphinha.
Raphinha, this could be the second Barcelona goal over the top of the goalkeeper, off the crossbar, and on the volley. Lewandowski can't follow in on the rebound.
Hurry and really apply the pressure. Barcelona ever so well, and Raphinha in the end.
Lewandowski. Binnengehouden. Lewandowski! Voorlangs!
The only question mark is...
Sends one forward to Raphinha. Out to Olmo, who fires over the top.
Busca Raphinha, acelera Raphinha, quiere llegar Raphinha, mete la cabeza a Raphinha, mano a mano, Raphinha, pica la pelota, Raphinha, golazo. Metiendo la pelota, la descarga es buenísima, el balón para Pedri, el disparo, tocó en el defensor después del pase de Raphinha y otra. Generalmente también lo es para defender, atención a la pérdida, se va con el balón a Raphinha.
Goeie paas. Raphinha, goeie paas.
Repelido por Nico Otamendi, tremendo el caño de Raphinha, sigue Raphinha, más de Raphinha que se...
In the Bundesliga during the week, but look at this break, and look who it is. It's Raphinha again. Oh, he scored again! Yeah, 1, 2, 3, all mine. A memorable hat-trick from the man captaining Barcelona tonight. Bayern Munich.
Jetzt ist Dani Olmo mal durch. Raphinha tendenziell im Abseits. Raphinha. Fahne bleibt unten.
La frappe, pourquoi pas, le poteau. Et c'est Lewandowski là, en embuscade, qui marque ce deuxième but.
Raphinha goes long, and that wasn't too far away.
Raphinha. Goed.
Trust about his capacity of scoring. Here he is again. Up against.
Raphinha! In de linkerhoek. Unai Simon was er
de Raphinha. Raphinha prepara el centro, va a dar el segundo palo. Lamine la vio venir, ya se estaba relamiendo. La quería enganchar.
La peinada para Raphinha, se la lleva Raphinha. Raphinha con la pelota acompaña a Lamine Yamal. Sigue Raphinha, Lamine en el área. Lamine, ¡gol!
Find Raphinha, cut back for Pedri. Pedri, wonderful goal, wonderful goal. Composure with the finish.
La defensa va a buscar el envío, la pone en el segundo palo. ¡Qué paradón de Thibaut Courtois! El remate picado por parte.
Raphinha over the top for Dani Olmo.
Takeaway. Komt eruit. Komt er niet uit.
Had to come through. Here comes Raphinha. Doubles back. Oh, and he finishes off beautifully. Just like that. Football Club Barcelona take the lead. A well-taken goal.
Execution wasn't too bad either. Raphinha. It's been a really special first half tonight, and it has just been crowned by a truly special goal. Raphinha's second of the night.
Robert Lewandowski con Raphinha
needs to put this one away. Raphinha does so. Sends the keeper the wrong way. That is met.
Again, up steps the Barcelona captain, and he rifles it into the bottom corner. Raphinha back on the score.
Chance here for Raphinha to make it 5, and it is 5. Well, Barcelona keep racking up the goals.
and Raphinha with the captain's armband keeps scoring them. Still not cleared it properly. Raphinha with a shot, takes a deflection, hits the back of the net. It's Barcelona 4, Villarreal 1. Surely they're home and trying it.
Raphinha le acompañaba el de centro de Raphinha, segundo palo, Lamine al lateral, lo intentó el ascenso, nuevamente prolongación el primer palo, Diego Llorente, ese balón se colaba, ese balón se iba para adentro,
Raphinha, gut den Rücken gelegt, Dani Olmo, chance
ce ballon au fond des filets au cas où. Oh, superbe service et l'ouverture du score du Barça, il n'y a pas de hors-jeu.
Raphinha turns into space, let's fly, what a goal! Well, goal of the season, Raphinha's name is going to be...
Has found Raphinha, he plays it across. Ferran Torres gets in the box, tries to go for the shot, can only hit...
Raphinha!
Depuis 2016, il était arrivé en provenance de Rostov. Incroyable, c'est le poteau qui vient sauver Illich, c'est pas fini.
Que bueno.
Ojo al centro.
Y buen criterio, la pelota, el Alavés, ojo que se lleva la pelota Raphinha, extraordinario Raphinha, van 3 para 3 de libro, ahí está Raphinha, gol, 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 gol.
To the goalkeeper, and this is Raphinha, and turned in by Lewandowski, who is
Raphinha, balón en profundidad, quiere llegar el brasileño, centra Raphinha, Lewandowski, al palo,
And it goes round the wall and on.
Raphinha. Powerful cross. Lewandowski's missed it. Lamine has it now, and he's given it.
Raphinha goes for goal, and Mamardashvili palms that away.
So it stays 5-0, and here's the run now by Raphinha, and the wriggle and the shimmy.
Y eso le hace un jugador muy útil.
Acaba de ilmanar una buena jugada del Barcelona, la pelota para Lewandowski. David.
See the Barcelona have to, despite putting under severe pressure.
Lamine Yamal links up with Raphinha. Lamine Yamal. Does well to find Raphinha. Ferran is waiting in the box. It goes back to Lamine Yamal, and he scuffs it first.
Raphinha clips that one out to Jules Koundé. What can Koundé do?
He can't put it through the legs of Balde.
They have to stop the counter-attack.
Raphinha strikes it! Tipped over brilliantly by Silensen. Well, what an afternoon to Raphinha. Raphinha goes for goal.
A reverse ball for Raphinha. Lewandowski! Ah! Here they come again. It's Raphinha! Good smart save at the near post. So the Ernest busy evening continues on.
To give it ice, tries to find that way through and have it onto the crossbar for some real
Raphínha steadies himself. Looks for Koundé in behind.
So Sané from this right-hand side, Coman from the left, moves.
Gundogan, deft, Rafhinha, brilliant. And Diogo Costa.
It's a race on here, which Rafhinha's going to win. Is he going to go for goal himself? The supporting cast are a bit slow arriving, and it ends with disappointment. And that's it.
Including from Rafhinha. Rafhinha's shots. Diogo Costa got down well.
Picks himself up and charges after the players. Barcelona
Against Rafhinha. And with Rafhinha. The goalkeeper comes. He's never score. Here's Rafhinha looking to score here. Getting back from Minimal, and it comes to Rafhinha.
Yes.
Who makes the most of this chance with his right foot. And Barcelona have... And now it's Rafhinha.
What a goal.
What a take. What a finish. Well, suddenly he...
Koundé well forward. Rafhinha sends it over and at the far post. It's headed home by João Felix. Rafhinha away from Vermeer and oh, it takes a deflection, it's in. Rafhinha makes it 3 and we're barely midway through.
Rafhinha nips it past Rakitsky.
Rafhinha. Often say too good to be a fullback. That's very unfair on fullbacks, isn't it?
But that Maximovic anticipation and then challenge was...
If there is a cross or
Rafhinha. Just making sure that Magnon was awake and alert. It is Rafhinha, and the deflection takes it past the goalkeeper, who just couldn't spring to his right sufficiently. It's on, and it's being led by Rafhinha. Araujo has made a long bursting run outside him. Lewandowski's the other way.
Up against.
Deep dive. Today we're going to be unpacking the real on-field impact and contributions of Barcelona player Rafhinha.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so our source material for this deep dive, it comes from excerpts of a YouTube video transcript. It's actually titled, "Rafhinha Really Deserves the Ballon d'Or," which, gives us fascinating, really rapid-fire rundown of loads of specific moments from his games.
Okay, quite a title.
Exactly. So our mission, really, is to pull out the key insights from all these descriptions, try to understand precisely what makes his play so impactful, and, maybe crucially, explore why someone might, make such a bold claim about him deserving that award.
Yeah, it's a huge claim. Diving into these granular details from the accounts should really shed some light on, the basis for that kind of thinking.
Absolutely. Okay, let's unpack this. So when you really dig into these descriptions, the first thing that becomes, incredibly clear is Rafhinha's ability to score goals in so many different ways. It's multifaceted. It's not just that he scores, but the variety, the technical skill involved in how he does it. The source mentions everything from, powerful strikes, Rafhinha with a volley, and that's definitely a goal, to really vital aerial moments, like Rafhinha's header makes it 3-3. We even see goals coming directly from his service, where it's headed home by Eric Garcia.
And what's really fascinating here, I think, is, it's not just the number of goals, but the sheer diversity.
Yeah.
And the significance of his scoring in all these different game situations.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem reliant on just one type of finish or, one predictable move. The source mentions a shot that takes a deflection, hits the back of the net. Okay. That shows presence in the box.
Sure.
But then it immediately contrasts that with really precise finishes like Rafhinha far post Barcelona lead after 7 minutes. That skill, finding the toughest spot for the keeper, that speaks to a very high level of clinical awareness.
And it's not just the type of goal, is it? It's the impact, the timing that really stands out too. We hear about 1-0 less than a minute played against Manuel Neuer. I mean, that's an immediate statement against a top keeper, right? Sets the tone.
Big time.
Then, completely the opposite end, there's the drama of scores oh so late to win it for the league leaders. These aren't just numbers on a score sheet. They feel like real momentum shifters.
Exactly.
He's also described as gleefully dispatched that after a big mistake by the Benfica defender, Antonio Silva.
Right.
It shows that predatory instinct, you know, capitalizing on errors.
Precisely. And beyond just the variety and the timing, the sheer volume of these decisive moments is pretty striking. He scores his 12th goal against Valencia, putting Barcelona comfortably ahead 3-0.
Right.
Then there's that really remarkable mention of a memorable hat-trick from the man captaining Barcelona tonight. Now, when you see a player hitting those numbers and leading the team as captain, well, that adds a whole different layer to his threat, doesn't it?
Captaining the team during a hat trick. Yeah, that's a massive indicator. Trust, leadership, it's all there. And the source just keeps highlighting how prolific he is, like scoring the 4th Barcelona goal in this explosive first half, or making it 5-1 to Football Club Barcelona. These aren't just random moments. They really paint this picture of a player who consistently steps up when it matters.
Yeah, if we sort of step back and look at the bigger picture, these examples really hammer home his role as a primary offensive weapon, someone capable of, well, single-handedly turning games with his scoring. And that's not just about stats for stats' sake. It's about turning that individual brilliance into actual team success, which is, you know, a key thing for anyone even being discussed for top individual awards.
Okay, so we focused a lot on the goals, and he's clearly got plenty. But the source material really starts to broaden our view here.
Yeah.
What really stands out next is how he's also like a creative architect for the team. He's clearly not just a goal machine. He sets up teammates really well.
Yeah.
We hear about him playing a pass into Olmo, and then Olmo scores, Barcelona right back in it.
And you also see that crucial connection with key players like Lewandowski. The source details him setting up Lewandowski to open the score, and then again for Lewandowski makes it two minutes into the second half.
Wow, yeah.
Plus that precise through ball for Pedri that leads to a Pedri wonderful goal. That just shows his vision, his ability to unlock defenses, create those high percentage chances for others.
And his crossing, too, especially from out wide, seems like a major weapon for them. There's a specific mention of Yamal with a cross for Elia, and Lewandowski makes it 2-2, you know, highlighting that influence from the flank. He also pulled back to Joe Felix for another chance, and he's described playing in Fermin, finding Ferran Torres in the box. He just seems to constantly create problems for defenders.
Yeah, and it's not just the final assist, is it? His general passing and link-up play get highlighted too. The source says, Raphinha, first-time passing Dortmund are being tortured here. That really speaks to his ability to break down defenses with quick, sharp play.
Right, quick thinking.
Even shows a bit of flair, playing that one through the legs of Gallagher, and something simple but effective, like links up with Rafa, that just shows his synergy, his understanding with teammates.
Yeah.
So that ability to provide not just the final touch, but also that critical setup play that makes him such a complete attacking threat. It extends his influence way beyond just the goal stats.
So what does this all mean then for his overall impact? He's clearly much more than just goals and assists, isn't he? We already mentioned him captaining Barcelona during that hat-trick.
Yeah, speaks volumes.
Which says a lot about his importance. But the source also gets into his defensive work and his incredible dribbling ability.
Indeed. It mentions Raphinha's robbed the ball from him, which points to a high work rate, you know, a commitment to winning the ball back. For an attacker, that's not just a nice to have.
No, it's huge.
It's about his whole contribution, helping start attacks from deeper, contributing defensively.
And then there's the dribbling. This is where you see that, like individual magic that can just change a game completely. He's described getting away from Kedra, away from Mafia, away from Low. These aren't just one-offs. They seem like examples of him consistently beating markers, often in really tight spots. There's even that moment where he's capable of going past the player he's gone past to. There's still Raphinha. He's body checked. It sounds like he's almost impossible to stop sometimes.
Yeah, almost. And that description, the wriggle and the shimmy, despite putting under severe pressure, that just perfectly captures his agility, doesn't it? Keeping the ball in tight spaces.
Yeah, totally.
And that direct impact he has out wide, wreaking havoc down this right side, it shows how he creates space opportunities, not just for himself, but for the whole team.
Good point.
By pulling defenders towards him, he opens up lanes, stretches the defense, creates overloads. This really brings up that important question about the overall influence a player like him has. Way beyond just the simple stats, he's a really disruptive, dynamic player.
He really is. Which I guess brings us neatly onto these moments of pure drama and decisiveness. Raphinha seems to have this undeniable knack for delivering right when it matters most. We hear about Raphinha scores 3-2. They turn the game on its head inside the first 40. I mean, that's a massive game-changing goal, right?
Yeah.
Completely shifts the feel of the match.
Huge swing.
And then another one. Raphinha gets Barcelona back into the game, his second goal of the season, sensational strike. These are the goals that drag a team back or really cement a lead under pressure.
And his late heroics seem to be a bit of a theme, too. Raphinha's won it for the league leaders, and he's done it oh so late. That just highlights his clutch factor, his mental strength, delivering when the stakes are highest.
Yeah, securing points.
Exactly. Those are the goals that define title races.
And he seems to be consistently in top form, too, described as so hot at the moment, Raphinha. Even when he doesn't quite score, he's creating danger. Can he make an instant impact? He shoots against the post. It shows he's always a threat, always pushing, right from the get-go.
Yeah, what really stands out to me here is that consistent knack for delivering in those crunch moments, whether it's like an early goal against a big team or a super late game winner.
Right.
These are the moments that, stick in your memory, but also add up over time to define a player's real impact on a season, maybe even their whole career. It's that consistency under pressure that often separates the really great players.
So, wrapping this up, based purely on this deep dive into the source material, Raphinha really emerges as a truly pivotal player for Barcelona. He's a prolific, versatile scorer, a creative, disruptive attacker, and someone who just consistently delivers in those high-stakes, game-changing moments.
Yeah, this deep dive, just using those descriptive snippets from the source, it really paints a clear picture. His contributions stretch right across the pitch. He influences not just the scoreline, but the whole momentum, the tactical feel of the game.
Definitely.
And it's these consistent, decisive actions, the variety in his scoring, the playmaking vision, his defensive work, and especially those clutch performances that really build a player's reputation. And yeah, they can definitely fuel those discussions around football's biggest individual awards, like the Ballon d'Or.
So something to think about. Consider how all these individual moments, when they happen again and again, especially in crucial situations, how they build up a player's reputation, how they ultimately shape our perception of their worth to their team, maybe even influencing thoughts about those highest individual honors. What are those aha moments you notice in a player's performance that really stick with you? The ones that shape how you view their impact?